The Philadelphia Eagles are once again in the eye of the storm, and this time, the focus is on their star quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Tensions are brewing, and the air is thick with controversy. What's behind the sudden rift with A.J. Brown, and why is Hurts becoming the scapegoat for critics? Lavonte David, the recently retired linebacker from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, took aim at Hurts during a podcast appearance, and his comments have sent ripples through the Eagles fan base. David bluntly stated that Hurts was never a significant concern when facing the Eagles. Jalen Hurts was he's never a guy who we were worried when we played the Eagles. He remarked on Underdogs the Arena, Gridiron. This is a shocking dismissal coming from a player who has faced Hurts on the field. The critique doesn't stop there. David also pointed out Philadelphia's instability at the offensive coordinator position, noting that Hurts has worked with 6 different coordinators since 2020. Now, let's pause and reflect on that for a moment. The Eagles have indeed had a carousel of offensive minds shaping their strategy. It's a wonder how any quarterback can thrive under such circumstances, let alone one trying to establish himself as a franchise player. The constant shifts in play calling and philosophy can wreak havoc on a player's development, and that's exactly what Hurts has had to navigate. This isn't just about Hurts. It's about the organizational structure that has failed to provide him with the stability needed to succeed consistently. In response to David's comments, former Eagles safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson stepped up to defend his teammate. His passionate retort on social media reflects a growing frustration among Eagles fans regarding the persistent criticism directed at Hurts. Why did this come on? People will continue to bash this man. For what reason? Plenty other QB news we can talk about. Gardner-Johnson tweeted, "This sentiment resonates deeply with fans who have witnessed Hurts lead the team not only to 1, but 2 Super Bowl appearances, including a championship win in the 2024 season." Gardner-Johnson didn't stop there. He highlighted the remarkable achievement of Hurts thriving in multiple systems, 7 different systems, and still was able to get back and to win one. Rare, he emphasized. This is a critical point that cannot be overlooked. In a league that thrives on consistency, Hurts has managed to shine despite the odds stacked against him. That speaks volumes about his talent, work ethic, and resilience. Fans should rally around that rather than succumb to the noise from critics who fail to recognize the broader context. Yet, here we are, facing the reality that Hurts finds himself under intense scrutiny following a disappointing 2025 season. The pressures of the NFL can be suffocating, and the expectations for Hurts have only intensified. As we look forward to the 2026 season, the Eagles must rally around their quarterback and provide him with the support he needs to succeed. It's time for the organization to provide clarity and direction, to stabilize the coaching staff, and to ensure that Hurts has the tools necessary to lead this team back to glory. The Eagles are at crossroads. Will they embrace the talent they have in Hurts and surround him with the right framework? Or will they continue to let external voices dictate their narrative? The answers will come in the form of their performance on the field, and as fans, we must remain steadfast in our support. The next chapter for Philadelphia is coming, and it's time to turn the page with conviction. As we transition from this pressing matter, let's shift our focus to the next critical development surrounding the Eagles. What's next on the horizon for this team as they aim to redefine their identity and reclaim their position among the NFL elite? The Eagles are keeping a close eye on a rising star from Nigeria that could be the next big thing in the NFL. UAR Bernard, a defensive line prospect towering at 6 foot 4.5 and weighing in at 306 pounds, is making waves with athleticism that defies his size. His recent performance at the HBCU Showcase showcased a 4.63-second 40-yard dash, paired with a jaw-dropping 39-inch vertical leap. This isn't just another prospect. Bernard's 10-to-10 broad jump hints at unparalleled explosiveness, a crucial trait for anyone looking to wreak havoc on the defensive line. And let's not overlook his physical attributes. 11-inch hands, arms reaching nearly 36 inches, and a body fat percentage as low as 6%. If scouts are looking for a unicorn in the realm of NFL talent, Bernard is that mythical creature. The Eagles, known for their knack for identifying and nurturing raw talent, have proven they can transform physical freaks into dominant players. Just take a look at Jordan Mailata, who transitioned from an Australian rugby player with minimal football experience to arguably the best left tackle in the league today, as recognized by Pro Football Focus. The front office in Philadelphia has a keen eye for potential, and Bernard certainly fits the bill. With private workouts already scheduled by teams like Indianapolis and Denver, the Eagles are among a select group eager to take a closer look at this potential gem. His trainer, Jordan Llewellyn, has gone on record stating that Bernard is the most explosive athlete he's ever trained, emphasizing the effortless nature of his athletic feats. This kind of endorsement is not something to be taken lightly, and as fans, we should be excited about the possibilities. Yet, there's a reality check to be had here. The International Player Pathway Program, which Bernard is part of, has not produced a plethora of success stories in the NFL. While over 30 international athletes have found their way onto rosters since the program's inception in 2017, the journey from raw talent to impactful player is fraught with challenges. The Eagles' experience with Mailata shows that patience is crucial, as he spent over 2 seasons on the roster before breaking through. Unfortunately, not every team is equipped to provide that level of nurturing, and for Bernard, it will require more than just physical gifts to succeed. The Eagles' current draft positioning complicates matters. Entering the 2026 draft with no 7th-round picks and just 1 6th-rounder, 197th overall, means that the odds of Bernard beginning his NFL career in Philadelphia are slim. However, if there's any front office that could turn a long shot into a success story, it's the Eagles. The prospect of Bernard being mentored by a well-respected offensive line coach like Clint Hurt could provide the environment he needs to develop into a force on the field. As we wrap up this segment, it's clear that while the Eagles face challenges in securing a player like Bernard, the intrigue and potential are undeniable. We want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe UAR Bernard could be the next big find for Philadelphia? What do you think about the Eagles' strategy in the draft? Comment below, and let's dive into this conversation together. And if you want to stay updated on all things Eagles, don't forget to subscribe for the latest news and analysis.